Hi, YouTube and Facebook world too. You're tuned in to Katie Talk One on One. I'm Katie and I'm talking. So I'm here today with Kenya Thompson, the comedian from out of Little Rock, Arkansas. And today we're just going to start off talking about what when you came into this business in this industry, this doggy dog industry that's male dominated, and also in this small town, Little Rock, like what gave you what they would say the balls? What gave you the balls to actually go for it?
Um, well, I guess first of all, people have always told me I was funny. And I graduated from ULR back in '02, and I majored in film. So I always wanted to be in some form of entertainment. And so I don't know, just in May, I decided to just step out on faith. I decided to just try it. You know what I'm saying? So some told me to reach out to somebody that I had met, because that's another thing people got to realize when you're making friends or when you're meeting people, you don't know where you could use them later in your life.
That's right.
Don't you know what I'm saying?
Burn no bridges.
Don't burn no bridges. So I had met a comic like 2 years prior to May of this year. So let's say I met him in let's say July of 17, and we just kept in touch on Facebook and other social media platforms, and I just reached out.
A little connect.
Right.
Yes.
And so I was like, "Hey, dude, I think I'm ready to try it." And he was like, "You think so?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Okay, well, I give you 5 minutes." And he told me to, he told me what I need to do, prepare 5 minutes, and be here at this time. And
oh my God, was your stomach bubbling when?
Actually, to tell you the truth, it happened so fast and no.
Oh, you didn't even have time to be nervous.
I didn't have time to be nervous.
Don't have time to be nervous.
Yes.
Now that is great advice.
Yes.
That's great advice.
I didn't have time to be nervous. Because really, I think the nervousness comes with the long planning.
Oh,
like if you be like, okay, I'm gonna hit this dude up in 8 months. But I was like, no, this nigga. I mean, can I say nigga?
Yes, you can say
whatever.
We can cuss. We can cuss out here. This live, baby. This live. Yes.
But I was like thinking, like, okay, well, this is a person that I met, so I'm gonna hit him up. And I hit him up, and he was like, "Hey, you ready?" And I got up there. I did my thing, and it went from there. And now, I mean, I opened for Black Jesus.
Yes. So, oh my God! Congratulations.
Thank you. But going back to your question, what gave me the balls to try it?
Yes.
It really is what. And let me say this, because a lot of people, I've tried to explain this on stage about how Donald Trump did give me the balls.
Oh my God!
This motherfucker is uneducated. This motherfucker is a fool. This motherfucker don't know how to even hold a conversation.
And he is
on no level. And he the president of the greatest country.
That is true. And you know what? When you see people like that be the president, make me feel like I could be the president. Soldier Boy said he can be the president.
Why not?
He said he'll give us reparations.
Kanye preaching now. Kanye is a preacher now.
He's a preacher.
Shit, I'm thinking about going to medical school.
Okay. Next thing. Okay. My question is this, and I have aspirations, and I see myself being really big on platforms, YouTube and Apple Podcasts and things of that nature. But
hey, y'all, we see y'all. Hold on, let's speak to our.
Yeah, say hello.
Hey,
Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Please.
Go to Katie/Talk One-on-One on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. I have some videos on there, and this one will also be on there. Okay, this is what I was thinking though. When you went into the comedian and the stand-up industry, were there people that were actually for you and you didn't think they'll be for you, or were there people that were against you and you didn't think that they would be against you?
Of course, more of the against, because whenever you first of all, more against, because really I lost my whole everything. You know what I'm saying? During that period of time from May to June, when I came into my own. of doing the comedy. And first of all, I didn't even know if the comedy thing was going to work.
Right.
But because it did work, it did show that it could work because I do have the personality. Like I said, I majored in film in college. And whenever, for all our viewers or anyone that's going to watch this, whenever you major in anything in college, whatever your concentration is, you're going to take a lot of classes on script. Like, so since my major was film, I took a lot of script writing, acting. I took a lot of classes that had to do, even though I was in Little Rock, I always
so you were already seasoned.
20 years ago, I saw myself right here.
You already seen it before you got there.
That's another thing.
Before you get there.
That's another thing that people got to realize. A vision don't always come to pass in 2 weeks.
Right.
Most visions that's about anything is not going to come to pass in 2 weeks.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It
is always a marathon. It's never a sprint. Whatever it is that you want to do,
it's a marathon.
It will not be in the snap of a finger.
It's a marathon.
It will not be in the snap of a finger.
It's a marathon.
Hey, Chandra.
And so, like I said, I saw myself somewhere 20 years ago, even though I knew, okay, as long as I stayed in Little Rock, I may not reach the level I want to be at. But at the time, I had to stay here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And sometimes you never know, you know what I'm saying, the way life, but you do have
You never know where life is
going to take you. But in May of 2019... God was talking to me like, girl, I'm finna have to mess all this up because y'all not doing because you're not doing something. I have to break your life totally apart.
This puzzle is not going together, so I'm gonna have to take this puzzle apart and bring you a brand new puzzle.
He threw the table.
It flooded. Yeah. When you start doing comedy.
And he told me that when I started doing comedy, it flooded. And God told me
back in June.
It was in the end of May going to the beginning of June. And God told me that when he cleared all of this water out, my life was gonna be different. And he was right.
He's never, ever wrong.
But I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think I was gonna make it. But I did.
But you did. You did.
And y'all, that's now. And
I wish I had a round of applause. I could clap. Like. And that's where your faith and your upbringing and all of that type of stuff come in. Because when you see a vision, it's gonna always be people and everything that's gonna come against you. Oh my God.
Your faith is gonna come. That's where
That's when you know you're headed on the right track.
That's when you know
when everything falls apart. That's when your life is about to come together. That's when your life about to come together. It all fall apart first. Yes. Because God, like, I know God probably cuss sometimes when he gets mad. He probably like, I gotta break this shit apart. Break it up. This is some bullshit you got going on, and you think you blessed. But I'm gonna bring you this blessing and can't nobody deny it.
But us as Black people, I feel like we have always been in search of the American dream. In search of the American dream.
I mean, we ain't even supposed to be over here.
Thank you. So
how can I come to somebody else's house and say, I am gonna make this a dream home?
Yeah, this is my dream. Like this
it may just turn out to be your dream, but it ain't gonna be blessed.
But it ain't gonna be blessed like that. So he had to break me all the way down and clear out a whole bunch of stuff out of my life in order for me to get to this point. And now I'm at the point that I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
You ready? And
I'm ready. And really, when you ask me about hate in male-dominated industries, I've been in male-dominated industries. I came from the railroad. I came from UPS.
That was really male-dominated.
I came from male-dominated industries, even though it wasn't the entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I came from male-dominated industries.
They make good money, and
I'm used to dealing with niggas.
That's a job.
White niggas, black niggas, Chinese niggas, mixed niggas.
What we call half-breeds.
Exactly. I'm used to dealing with niggas.
Yes. And this is what I was wondering. Okay, at the end of it, I think I was going to ask you, how did you deal with it when the people that went against you that you probably think they were in a position where they shouldn't have, how did you deal with it when it happened?
I ain't gonna lie. A person came into my life that has been through all of this and more. And I'm not going to mention his name yet. Because I want y'all to be surprised. When
y'all stay tuned. Just stay tuned.
With the engagement.
Follow the page. Follow the page. You got a YouTube?
I'm going to get one.
Yeah, she's going to get a YouTube.
I got a lot of shit going on,
so y'all. YouTube, y'all stay in tune. Facebook, y'all too. But y'all on Facebook need to come on over to YouTube and watch me on YouTube at Katie/Talk1on1.
Right, and we'll have more.
We'll have more. I'm going to post
Look,
it.
you had a deleted clip.
Yes, the deleted clips. The edited version.
The unedited version. Shit.
It's going to be unedited. This one unedited. Interviews need to be unedited.
But the thing about it is, with any, it does, y'all. Y'all got to realize whenever you feel like you can't make it, or you feel like something is happening to you and it is only uniquely happening to you, that's not true. It's always someone somewhere that has been through what you have been through. And like I said, at the time in my life, I thought that was like the lowest point in my life. And so I had met this guy. Actually, I met him on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And y'all better get in them DMs, because some of them niggas in them DMs is about something. Everybody ain't trash just DM.
Oh, yeah.
You got to think true. Some people just ain't able to date. Shit.
Yeah, some people are just not able to date. I mean, you have no time for nothing else. You can barely raise your kids. The internet raises 70% of y'all kids.
Right. And so we got to talking, and I told him about my situation. He was like, what are you, a woman, it looked like you doing single. And so I told him my situation. He told me it was God. He said God meant for all that to happen to me, for us to be. He was just saying that everything is working out the way it was supposed to work out.
Everything falling into place. Mm-hmm. So the new puzzle has arrived, and it's up to you to keep it together.
I get it. You got it. I get this.
I know you got this. That's what you got to say.
I get this.
You said that. Okay, and this is something else I was about to ask. Let me see that. I think I was about to ask one thing, but I'm looking at this. Okay. Who are the top three comedians? Like, if we could get rid of all the comedians in the whole wide world, who would be the top 3 comedians that you would keep here, dead or alive?
Oh, Bernie Mac.
That was the first one on my list. Bernie Mac, I love him. He's so funny. And he's so chocolate, and he's nice looking. And he's funny.
You saying just 3, though?
Yeah. Okay, I'm stretching
we can do 3, but it would definitely be Bernie
3.
Mac. Really, all 3 that I would bring back are all dead.
All of them dead?
Yeah, Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor, Red Fox. Those were some
I love Richard Pryor.
But Mom Mabel, I've been researching this woman, this female comedian that was way before her time. And really, I hope one day that somebody do a movie about her, because she was a black woman. She was a lesbian.
What was her name?
Mom Mobley. Mabley. Mabley. It way back. The girl before then, she made it black and white. She was one of the first. And she talked about her life. She talked about her life in women, and you got to think back in the 1940s.
Oh, that was not accepted.
Girl, black people, we weren't even accepted.
I swear to God. And you black and you trying to be gay.
And you talking about gay shit.
Oh, no.
And they love
LGBT. That's the new word.
Right.
I'm sorry, LGBT. I
love gay people. No,
it's probably some LGBT people.
But I'm just saying, for her to step out like that.
That's brave, too.
That was brave of her.
She had a whole lot of strikes against her.
If you read her story, she had a lot of strikes from birth. From, being raped, having kids by the men that raped her at 11 and 12.
My God.
She had a sad life, but she turned her life into comedy.
And that's what I was about to get off into.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You got to start laughing
to my
at
next
this
question.
Shit.
You are such the perfect person to interview.
Yes, you got to. Seriously,
I swear,
you got to start laughing at this shit.
I was about to go into it, and what I was about to say is, I remember, stories that Kevin Hart have told on the stage, about people making fun of him being short, right. and I've heard stories about Tiffany Haddish, how she was in foster care and things like that. And the list goes on and on. Bernie Mac, his sister was out there on drugs really bad. He had to get custody of her children and stuff like that. But it's just like a pattern that I see a lot of comedians come from some really sad and rough backgrounds.
Richard Pryor how you guys in a brothel.
In a brothel. Really?
His grandma raised him in the whole house.
So the movie Harlem Nights was kind of like that's probably why he played that role so good. Oh, that is something else.
That was his life too.
I didn't even know that.
His mama was a prostitute. All that, yeah. And that's
but for you all to be able to take that,
but I'm saying,
and turn it into getting on the stage and making millions of people laugh, like one day you're gonna make millions.
Oh yeah, I'm making hundreds laugh.
Yeah, is it hundreds on here yet? It's gonna be hundreds and probably some thousands too. Okay.
Seriously, it is. You gotta speak to that.
That is so awesome though. It's like you take your sour.
Hey Erica.
Hey Erica.
Love you.
Make sure you share this, Erica.
But yeah, I mean, but you gotta take. This is your option. Either you gonna turn your life, your tragedies, into laughter, or you gonna turn it into being a crackhead.
Oh my God,
So
there's a lot of crackheads out there.
Do you want to turn into a person that's dependent on drugs or other people or alcohol or whatever?
Depending on something else to get you through.
Exactly. Or are you going to start depending on yourself and the God that's in you?
Yes, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
that's
what I talk about.
God the devil busy, but God real busy too. But he has given us something to take us through our hard times. Yes. So if you fall back on the rock, yeah, you got to think about, okay, I didn't put you through all this. Do something with it.
Right.
Whose story is a better story? Exactly. Whose story is a better story than all the stuff you heard about Tiffany Haddish growing up in foster care, Richard Pryor growing up in a brothel, Bernie Mac trying to raise his crackhead sister kids. I mean, that's real shit.
And it's crazy, like raising your own kids. You got to raise somebody else's kids because they choose drugs.
Because they chose drugs.
You didn't choose the drugs. They chose the drugs.
But you got to do it because the kids didn't ask for that.
Yes, the kids did not ask to be here.
So you got to think that's a good man to even do that. He didn't make jokes about it, but that's a good man to take on all of that.
That is a good man.
That's the best thing you can do is try to turn your pain and turn all of this into laughter.
And I was just about to say, Bernie Mac and his wife, I don't even think they had any kids, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they had some kids.
They had some kids?
You know, they were together 30-some years.
Okay, because I know when he was playing himself in that show.
Right, he never tried. I wouldn't say his kids was grown. You got to think, after you raised yours.
Yeah, they grown and gone. Okay, they grown and gone.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, those type of stories is what, because the story that you tell about your pain can actually help somebody else get through theirs. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time where I was going through what I was going through, it took this man who was a big time dude. I told you about him.
Yes.
And he told me about what he had been through and how he had went all the way down to nothing and saw that he had nobody after he had everybody who was rich. You have to think, when you on top, it's easy for people to love you.
It's easy when you love you. That's what I was talking about in one of my videos. When your side bitch acting right, your wife acting right, your kids being good, they ain't acting a damn fool.
Yeah, it's good for everybody to love you.
Your bills are getting paid on time.
Yeah, everybody loves you.
Everybody gonna love you.
Everybody, Chandra.
The only people that's gonna sit back and hate on you is the people that ain't got shit.
Yeah, they ain't got shit. So I'm saying that if you can turn everything you done been through into something positive, I mean, who gives a fuck who don't like it after that? You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta clear out. Thank you. You gotta clear out all the people that want for you anyway. When he told me this next level I'm finna go to, it wasn't meant for that many people to go with me.
Man, and I'm telling you.
He said kids meant for only 4 people. The 4 niggas that you talk to on a daily basis. That's it. Hey, Tiffany.
Yes, we don't discriminate against none of them. We treat all of them equally.
Thank you, but he said that because he told me, he said even when he was on Top Cat, he only actually talked to 3 people.
Just 3?
Just 3. He was like, you don't need all them people when you going. He said the more niggas you fuck with, the more trouble you gonna get into.
More trouble. And then everybody want to be taking pictures of you because they feel like you're going to be famous. And then
they feel like they got some information on you.
Yeah, after you get to a certain level, they'll be like, I got these pictures. I got information. Take to the tabloid. Well, take them, bitch.
Take them, bitch. Because I already told everybody what I do.
Shit, I suck dick.
Shit, good. Hell, good. How you think I stay married all the goddamn time?
How you think she keep her husband? You think she...
What? Shit, that is nothing. That is not elementary, my dear. Y'all motherfuckers playing motherfucking checkers. I'm playing chess.
Yes. When you was talking about the Bernie Mac situation and they decided to smoke crack and he went in so the kids wouldn't go to foster care.
But you gotta think, crack took us by storm. It really did. Crack took the black community.
It took us by storm. And it ruined generations.
And if you watch that movie that show Snowfall, you will see the birth, the beginning of crack.
Oh, when the CIA, I never seen that.
Yes, you need to watch it. It's on FX. It's off right now, but if you got Hulu or anything, catch up with that movie Snowfall. It shows the beginning of crack.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, you got to think, not only did crack destroy a generation of people, but crack did make some millionaires out of black men.
It made some millionaires. So that showed you the business mind that a lot of black men had.
And that's what
you gave these dudes a quarter key, and these niggas used to get whole blocks from
Thank you. Like, nigga, you was
a quarter key. You done sold up the whole block. Yeah.
Nigga, you made the quarter.
And you started from that.
Nigga, that mean you smart.
So just think what
If
good you could do.
If you would have transitioned it into a Trader Joe's,
he didn't
or
invest.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, invest in some business.
But black people,
a lot
we
of
didn't know
them
that.
started.
We didn't know that. That's what he was telling me.
Wow.
Now that we know better, we got to do better.
We got to do better.
But y'all, it's coming up.
A lot of stuff
20
we
minutes.
didn't know.
You know, I got to take Israel home, get him ready for school.
Yes.
Y'all want to say our goodbye. Thank y'all for watching.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
I will come back in a few weeks, y'all.
Yes, and I really thank you for being on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Katie Talk 1-on-1. Tell them where they can find you, baby.
You can catch me on I'm on Facebook, Kenya Thompson. I'm on Instagram, Kenya Faith. I will be getting my social media presence up, y'all, and I will let y'all know how y'all can keep in touch with me.
Yes, and where she'll
I'll be back and where I'll be at. And I should be somewhere this Friday. I'll post it on Facebook.
You got an email or something? Somebody?
Yeah, Kenya.Thompson1977@gmail.com. Like I said, Kenya Faith on Instagram and Twitter, and Kenya Thompson on Facebook.
All right. Thank you so much
for having me
with me. Yeah.
Sis.
Yeah, this my sister. I didn't tell you at the beginning. That's my sister.
Y'all.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Y'all.
Love you.
Love you. See y'all later.
Yes.